Imagine thinking your boyfriend is cheating on you. So while he's asleep, you check his phone. You're expecting another girl. Flirty messages. Maybe a secret account. Instead, you open Telegram. And according to investigators, what you find is so disturbing, you don't confront him privately. You start preserving evidence. And eventually, you call police. Within a week, your boyfriend, an 18-year-old TikTok creator with hundreds of thousands of followers, is arrested on 15 felony charges involving child sexual abuse material. Tonight, we're talking about Mason Hull, better known online as HULLO, the Looksmaxxing influencer whose extraordinarily fast rise online was followed by an even faster collapse. Welcome to the podcast you can't unhear. Disclaimer before we start, since this is an active criminal case, there's something important to establish from the beginning. Mason Hull has been charged. He has not been convicted. What follows separates what police and court records allege from everything the internet has added afterward. Let's start. Before May 2026, Mason Hull was known primarily through a corner of TikTok called Looksmaxxing. Looksmaxxing is exactly what the name suggests, trying to maximize your physical appearance. At its mildest, that can mean skincare, fitness, hair, clothing. At its extremes, the online community has promoted far more aggressive and controversial techniques. Hull built a significant audience inside that world. By the time of his arrest, local reporting described his TikTok account as having more than 350,000 followers, while other reporting put his combined TikTok and Instagram audience at roughly 400,000. He offered appearance-related content and reportedly advertised paid coaching aimed at helping young men improve how they looked. Mason was also known for posting with his girlfriend Via, and people genuinely loved them together. They were seen as this cute, equally attractive couple. Then, at the end of April, Via became suspicious. Not of a crime, of cheating. And that suspicion opened something much darker. According to the probable cause affidavit described by multiple news outlets, Hull's then-girlfriend went through his phone while he was sleeping. She reportedly discovered conversations inside Telegram, a messaging platform. She found conversations where Mason was actively trying to purchase child pornography. He was messaging people on Telegram, negotiating prices, asking for package deals, paying $25 here, $20 there for illegal material involving children. This wasn't a one-time thing either. He reached out to multiple people about it. She also said she saw links, images, and videos. Rather than simply closing the phone, she photographed some of the conversations using her own device. When Mason realized Via had screenshots of everything, he started begging her not to go public. He was texting her, telling her he'd change, that he'd delete social media, basically pleading with her to keep it quiet. But Via had already made up her mind. She posted it online. Once it went public, Mason went into full damage control mode. He posted on his Instagram and TikTok stories, trying to spin the narrative, saying there are always two sides to a story and that she was just bitter because they broke up. He even jumped on a Discord call with his Looksmaxxing friends, claiming Via was lying and making everything up because he had cheated on her with someone else. His actual defense was, "Yeah, I cheated, but she's just mad about it and fabricated all of this." But then Via posted a recording of Mason on the phone with her, crying and begging her not to release the screenshots. You could hear him in full panic mode, basically confirming everything. And that's when people really started believing her. And on April 30th, Via contacted the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. That decision transformed this from an internet relationship drama into a criminal investigation. Deputies responded. The agency's Internet Crimes Against Children unit became involved, and investigators began examining what she had brought them. This part is important because the strongest evidence we can independently verify doesn't come from a live stream or Discord or somebody else's commentary. It comes from the arrest affidavit. Investigators went to Hull's residence and interviewed him. According to that affidavit, Hull acknowledged using Telegram to access illegal material involving children. He allegedly told investigators that he had wanted to try something new and sought pornography that he considered taboo. Police say he acknowledged spending money on links, providing access on at least 2 occasions. Investigators also said Hull understood that the people depicted were minors. Fox 13 reported that when detectives asked about the ages, Hull allegedly estimated children in the material were between 8 and 15 years old. Police seized his phone. Now, they needed to know what was actually stored on it. Investigators obtained a warrant and conducted a forensic examination of Hull's phone. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office says investigators located images and videos depicting female children between approximately 8 and 15 years old. Some reporting based on the probable cause affidavit describes even younger apparent ages in particular files. Ultimately, investigators identified enough material to seek criminal charges. On May 6th, a judge signed an arrest warrant. 15 counts of possession of child sexual abuse material. Members of the Sheriff's Tactical Unit located Hull in the parking lot of his residence and arrested him without incident. The influencer known online for improving faces was suddenly appearing in a booking photo. And this is where the verified criminal case collides with the viral story. Screenshots began spreading everywhere. TikTok, X, Discord, YouTube. People who had never heard of HULLO suddenly knew his name. His former girlfriend's allegations became content. Reaction creators jumped in. So did Gideon, the YouTuber and streamer who has produced predator exposure content. He reached out to Via and started working on a way to expose Mason. He posted in his Discord server that the whole thing was fake and a nothing burger, which was a deliberate trap. Mason took the bait immediately, screenshotted it, and posted to his own TikTok story thinking he was in the clear. What Mason didn't know was that Gideon was already on a flight to his state. On May 4th, 2026, Gideon and his team sat down with Mason for a 2+ hour interview. In that interview, Mason admitted to everything. He admitted to downloading the videos, admitted to watching them, admitted to touching himself while doing so. He even said they deleted the videos afterward. Gideon posted the confession to his Discord immediately, and then handed everything over to the police, along with Via, who had already gone to the cops herself. Fragments and claims from those interactions have circulated widely online. However, I couldn't independently verify a complete, authenticated version of every statement attributed to Hull in those viral recordings through police records or reliable court reporting. So for this episode, I wouldn't build the criminal case around Gideon's footage. Investigators themselves say Hull admitted paying for access to illegal material, and a forensic examination of his phone allegedly produced the files underlying the 15 charges. After his arrest, Hull did not simply remain in jail awaiting trial. a judge set bond. Reporting put the total at approximately $112,500 or $7,500 on each of the 15 counts. He posted bond and was released on May 9th. But freedom came with strict conditions. No contact with minors, no internet, and crucially, no social media. For most people, being told to avoid TikTok and Discord for a while wouldn't sound difficult. For someone whose career basically existed online, it was a much larger restriction. His defense eventually asked the judge to loosen those conditions, arguing that Hull needed internet and social media access to work as an influencer and earn money. The judge wasn't persuaded. And then, something else happened. Investigators alleged that Hull wasn't following the rules. According to court reporting, they said he'd been active on Discord, including participating in what was described as a mock trial and making jokes about his own criminal case. Remember, one of the clearest terms of his release was stay offline. So in June, Hull returned to court. His lawyers wanted the restrictions relaxed. Instead, the judge went in the opposite direction. She revoked his bond entirely. Hull was taken back into custody. And this is one of the biggest corrections to the stories circulating online. There were early reports saying, "HULLO got arrested, then immediately walked free." Technically, yes, he bonded out. But that wasn't where the story ended. He was later returned to jail after the alleged bond violation. And now we come to August 2026. The latest local reporting I found was published on August 7th. Hull still faces 15 charges. His bond remains revoked, and the case is moving toward a jury trial. That means there has been no guilty verdict, no sentence, no final judicial determination that every allegation in the affidavit is true. So when we talk about this case, phrasing matters. Not Mason Hull possessed CSAM, but prosecutors accuse Mason Hull of possessing it. Then came another strange layer. A portion of Hull's audience didn't disappear. Some supporters continued posting about him. Others turned the accusations into memes. And because Hull belongs to a community literally organised around physical attractiveness, people started using the case as an extreme example of pretty privilege. Would people react differently if the accused influencer looked different? Would supporters be making edits, jokes, and excuses if attractiveness weren't central to his online identity? I mean, looking how it is so far, I would say maybe. The culture surrounding HULLO does create an interesting backdrop. Looksmaxxing communities can rank human worth visually. Who's attractive, who's not. But this isn't an influencer drama anymore. It's an actual criminal case. And the court isn't going to decide whether Mason Hull is attractive or not. It's going to decide whether prosecutors can prove, beyond a reasonable doubt, that an 18-year-old influencer knowingly possessed illegal sexual abuse material involving children. Until then, Mason Hull is accused, not convicted. Thanks for joining me tonight. What do you think of this case? Do you agree that he got a beauty privilege? By the way, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any updates about this case since it's still developing. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next episode of the podcast You Can't Unhear.